William Brandon, a billionaire architect near Boston, once had everything: wealth, power, and a loving wife, Claire. Their mansion stood as a symbol of success and happiness. But that changed forever. Of the night Claire gave birth to their son, Ethan, complications took her life, leaving William shattered. He withdrew from society, consumed by guilt and grief. The once lively home turned silent and cold. William poured all his love and fortune into raising Ethan, trying to fill the emptiness Claire left behind. Years passed, but the wound never healed. William's empire faded into shadows, and his only purpose became protecting his son, the last piece of Claire he had left. Into this world of silence arrived Amelia Collins, a quiet, humble maid with a calm voice and kind eyes. She never spoke much about her past, but she had once lost her own child during childbirth, a pain that never left her. The first day she entered the Brandon mansion, she felt the air heavy with sorrow. William barely greeted her.
Ethan avoided eye contact and spoke to no one.
It didn't push. She cooked small meals, cleaned forgotten corners, and tried to bring warmth to the house. One night, while walking past Ethan's room, she heard him whispering through tears, "Why don't my legs work anymore?" Her heart broke. She whispered back softly, "I don't know, but I'll stay with you." From that moment, she decided she wouldn't just serve, she would care. Every morning, at exactly 9 o'clock, a courier from Medilife arrived with a small cooler. Only William handled it. Amelia noticed the pattern: same time, same man, same silence. One morning, while helping Ethan, a small glass vial slipped from the table and shattered on the floor. The clear liquid spilled, and when Amelia touched it, her skin began to burn. The label carried no name, only the code RXC17. Ethan began to cry, whispering, "It makes me feel worse every time." When Amelia returned with a cloth to clean it, the bottle was gone. No one had entered, yet it had vanished. "Shh, Ailer Med," she told William. But instead of concern, he grew angry. "Stay out of this," he yelled. His reaction terrified her more than the drug itself. While cleaning the master bedroom one afternoon, Amelia discovered an old leather-bound diary hidden beneath scarves in a drawer. On the first page was written, "Claire Brandon." As she read, her heart began to race. Claire had described strange numbness, muscle weakness, and dizziness during pregnancy, symptoms almost identical to Ethan's. She mentioned taking a special supplement recommended by a private medical program linked to Medilife. Her final entry ended abruptly, one day before she died giving birth. Amelia froze. The realization hit her. Ethan's condition began before he was born. Whatever killed Claire was now destroying her son. She showed the diary to William, but he refused to believe it. "She's gone," he said coldly. "Reading that won't bring her back." Amelia saw it. Then he wasn't just in denial. He was afraid of the truth. A few days later, Dr. Graham West, Medilife's clinical director, visited the mansion. He arrived in a polished blue suit, smiling too easily. He handed William a new batch of vials, assuring him the formula had been improved. Amelia pretended to dust nearby and noticed. Graham discreetly slipped a small ampule into Ethan's wheelchair pocket. After he left, she checked it was another RxC17 vial. Later that night, she overheard William on the phone. Graham's voice on the other end was firm and threatening. "No one else is to know about the formula. Total silence, Brandon, or you'll lose everything." Amelia's fears were confirmed. Ethan wasn't being treated. He was being controlled. The drug was no cure. It was something much worse. Amelia began documenting everything: the delivery times, Ethan's reactions, every change she noticed. She realized Ethan's pain lessened whenever the injections were delayed. Her suspicion grew stronger. One night she secretly followed the delivery truck and discovered it belonged to Biophase Laboratories, a secret subsidiary of Medilife. Online searches revealed hidden reports about human testing children given RxC17 under false medical claims. Amelia's hands trembled as she read the words, "Induced neural paralysis data collection ongoing." She understood now. Ethan was a test subject, not a patient. The so-called treatment was a corporate experiment disguised as compassion. From that night, Amelia stopped being afraid. She began collecting evidence to expose the truth. No matter the risk. Unable to stay silent, Amelia confronted William with everything she had: Claire's diary, her notes, and photos of the vials. But instead of listening, William exploded. "You think I don't care? Booty, my son?" he shouted. "You come into my house and accuse me after everything I've done?" He fired her on the spot. Moments later, Ethan suffered a violent seizure. Amelia rushed him outside for air. Wrapping him in a blanket, suddenly Dr. Graham appeared, holding a gun. "You've caused enough trouble," he hissed. "Hand over the files." Amelia refused. Before he could act, William appeared and he ER'd everything. Graham fled in panic, dropping a folder as he escaped. Inside were Medilife's secret documents, evidence that RxC17 was designed to cause paralysis in children for long-term profit. William stood frozen. He had paid for the pain that broke his family. For the first time, he saw the truth. William and Amelia joined forces to expose Medilife. They gathered every file and sent it to journalists and the police. But before they could escape, power failed, cameras went dark, and a black car pulled into the driveway. Out stepped Richard Lang, Medilife's ruthless executive. He offered William $20 million to stay silent. Amelia secretly live-streamed the conversation to a reporter. Moments later, police sirens filled the night. Officers stormed the mansion, arresting Lang and Graham for crimes against children. Medilife's empire collapsed. Months later, Ethan began walking. Again, after receiving the antidote, William founded a charity to protect victims of illegal trials. The mansion filled with laughter once more. On a bright morning, the family visited Claire's grave. Ethan held Amelia's hand and said softly, "Mommy sent you to take care of me." William smiled through tears. The storm had ended. The truth had set them free. Fade out.